everyone, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I am going to be sharing with you my completed pages for the month of January 2024. I am recording this on Monday the 29th of January, so I am a few days early, but what I will do is if I complete any pages between now and Wednesday, I will just film a little clip and add it into this video somewhere for you. But as of the moment of filming, I have completed 26 pages, which is probably the most I've done in a long time actually. So yeah, I'm really quite happy with my progress for this month. So without further ado, we will get started. But I do just want to quickly say that if there are any books in this video that you would like a flip through of, then please feel free to let me know in the comments and I would be more than happy to do that for you. So the first few books I'm going to show you are from my 10 to complete for 2024. So the first one is the colour by number Mosaic Animals on a Black Background, and this is by Sun Life Drawing. Okay, I've completed 2 pages in here. So I've completed this one, this owl, which is absolutely beautiful. And for this I used alcohol markers, and I think in some areas I used water-based markers as well. So when I say water-based markers, that will mean either Crayola Super Tips or my Staedtler dual-ended markers. And I also completed this one, which is really cute. So yeah, 2 pages done in there. Does look like I've got some yellowing on this page, which is from the browns. Now I do believe that some of these are the Olip markers, others are just a few spare random alcohol markers that I've had from old sets. But it doesn't really bother me too much with yellowing in colour by number books like this, because it's quite easy to go over, so I'm not really worried too much, to be honest. So that is the first few pages in that one for the month. I then worked in the colour by number Fairy Houses book, and this is by Alexandra Francis. And yeah, it must have been both of them. So yeah, this would have been again a mixture of alcohol markers on here. And this one as well. This one I do, even though I had a lot of fun with these pages, it does bother me a little bit that the red has sort of bled onto the yellow here on these mushrooms. So I probably will go in with a gel pen or something and just tidy that up a little bit. But yeah, really cute. With this book, because there's duplicates of the images, you get a colour by number set, which is the first half of the book, and then you get exactly the same designs in the second half without colours, so you can do these however you want. So my goal for this year is to complete the first half of the book, which is the colour by number section. So that is my goal for this year. Okay, and then I have worked in the Mandala Mystery Black and White colouring book. This is by Colorier, and I completed this one. this was all done with Bic Intensity permanent markers, otherwise known as Bic marking. So I used just those on this page. I do think actually one of the colours, I think it might have been this brown sort of colour. I think that was a Sharpie Ultra Fine. And the next one was this one. I thought I had marked this one, like coloured this one before, but obviously not. As you can see, there is quite a lot of pink smudging on the page here, but you know, it is what it is. And I just put a little sticker there. And this was done with the Ohuhu alcohol markers. So that's the two in there. And then I think the last one out of my 10 to complete that I worked in January is Cute and Hoppy. This is by Alexandra Francis. This was a project book last year with my best friend Connor. He completed his pages look amazing. I didn't get mine done, so I'm trying to do that this year. So I've done my little title page here at the front. Super cute. This was alcohol markers, Uniball Signo metallic gold, metallic jelly roll, and I think the purple spots on this little cutie, I think that was with I think it was this one, the Uniball Signo sparkling violet. I think it was this one that I used for the spots on the puppy. And then I completed this one. Again, this is just alcohol markers. I've used Jelly Roll Moonlight in the fluorescent green, and then this sort of like red vermilion sort of colour down here. And again, you know, just a few of the little eggs there, and Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic for the middle of the flowers. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, Jelly Roll Metallic on the eggs as well there, and the little splashes of water. And then the Uniball Signo Noble Metal in the gold for the buttons here and the little spots down there. And I completed this one. And again, this was with alcohol markers, Jelly Roll Moonlight, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, and I think the metallic red on the butterflies was it was this one, Pentel Sunburst Metallic Gel Pen. These were sent to me about 2 years ago, I think 2 Christmases ago. Not Christmas just gone, Christmas before, from my beautiful friend Rebecca over in the US. So there we go, we're a little bit a bit closer to being done with this book. I'd really like to just push and get it done, to be quite honest, because I feel like this has been one that's like hanging over my head for a while. So I'd really like to have this book done and finished. Okay, so then I've got a few other colour by number books that I have worked in this month. So this is Travel Mosaic, colour by number, black background. This is by Sun Life Drawing. I have completed the regular version of this book. So now I'm working my way through the black background version. And I think, yeah, it was just the one I've done in here, and it was this one. And yeah, this was all alcohol markers, and then the lilac colour that I do believe is a oh my goodness, a Staedtler dual-ended water-based pen. So yeah, making good progress in this one. I am trying this year as well to get quite a few of my colour by number books completed, not necessarily in my 10 to complete, but just sort of in general, so that I can make room in my colour by number space on the shelf for some of the Cyclicism books, the Eclipse by AJ Cornell, some of these, and also some Alice Mills publishing books. I'd really like to add more of those to my collection, so I want to just, you know, complete some of the books I've got first before I bring in some more books, because I'm quite limited now on shelf space, so I'm just trying to be quite mindful. Okay, so this is the Cyclicism art book by Eclipse, AJ Cornell, and this is the Echidna colouring book, and I coloured this one last night actually. And it was this one, and this was done with my Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I do think this is the, feels like this is the premium quality book, although this is the this is one I have had in my collection for a little while. Doesn't have a copyright date, but yeah, it does feel like premium quality paper. So yeah, I coloured this one last night whilst listening to a true crime video on YouTube. I'll admit I quite like this one. I'm not a fan of that. That's just, I don't know, I kind of find that a bit boring. Just having big blocks of like the same colour. I'm like, yeah, that's just, that one's okay. Quite like that. I do like that one. Love these. These are the ones that I really, really love. The ones like this. These. Really, really like those. But the big sort of just this, I just, no, that's not for me. I just find that really boring. But yeah, that's the Echidna book. And then a new to me book that I did add to my collection. I think this was December or January. I can't remember. But this is the Cyclicism art books, again by Eclipse, AJ Cornell. This is the Iro book, and this is just a standard paper edition. And this was the first page in here that I completed. Oh, here we go. January Colour Your Hoard 2024. There we go. So that goes for the colour along that is hosted by the beautiful ladies Lavella and T. Anyone who I mention in the video who has a YouTube channel, I will link down below for you. So there's that one, and I completed this one, which is pretty. And I don't know, I just seem to, I mean, obviously it's difficult to really tell what all of these pages are going to be, but from the looks of it, I think these are, you know, going to be much more my vibe. Not really sure what that is, but yeah, the ones with like big blocks of the same colour, like the one I showed you just now, that's just not my cup of tea. I like something like this, you know, where the colours sort of like merge in, you know. I enjoy that more. So there's that one. Next, I have Small Victories by Johanna Basford. So let me just zoom you in on this one. Okay, so the page that I'm going to show you was a whip for a while, and I did complete it, and it is this one here. And I'm really happy with how this page turned out. So for this page, I did use my Artex colouring pencils, and then I've used a black fine liner. I've used white jelly roll, Uniball Signo Noble Metal in the metallic gold. So yeah, just very limited colour palette, but I really do like actually how that looks. I'm really pleased with that one. I do have another whip in this book, which is this page here that I've started, so maybe I'll work on this one in February, because this is the year where I'm really gonna be quite mindful to knuckle down and get quite a lot of whips done as well. All these goals and things, but yeah, we'll see. So that is Small Victories by Johanna Basford. The next book is The Night Before Christmas. The poem is by Clement Clark Moore, and the book is illustrated by John O'Brien, and this is a Dover colouring book. And I purchased this from my beautiful friend Jane from Coloured with Love. This was a whip for a little while, but I'm really glad that it's done. This was a whip from December. If you can see the metallics and the shinies and stuff. So on this page, I do believe I was using some Polychromos pencils, and I do think I also used some Castle Art pencils on here as well. I'll admit it was a bit of a struggle on this paper, but you know, it is what it is. It was the first time working on here, so you know, it's a learning curve. So there is that, and then I have used, as you can see, some really beautiful metallic watercolour paints there. I know this one here on the ribbons on our reindeers, that beautiful like pink purple colour shift, that is a Renaissance colours. I think this is, I want to say that's a Rebecca at the Art Spirits paint, but I could be wrong. It might be a Colorier. I'm not entirely sure. I should have written it down really. And then I have gone in with some stickles and sort of dotted it around there on the snow to make that shiny. There is just in a few little places, there's some of that Uniball Signo metallic gold, and then the grey here in the background on the chimney. I think that was just a super tip, if I remember correctly. So there is that one, and again, this goes for Lavella and T's Colour Your Hoard hashtag. So there is that work in progress complete. This was another work in progress. So this is from 50 Easter and Spring Fairy Houses by Camellia Angel Cover. And it's this page here. Now, I was tempted to go in and shade and all that, but the more that I just worked on getting this page done, I was like, do you know what? I just want to keep this book, you know, just markers and gel pens, you know, just kind of keep it simple. So alcohol markers on here, And then I have used the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the middle of the daffodils there. And then for the bits here on the door, I've used the Uniball Signo Metallic Gold with a little bit of black Jelly Roll glaze. Some Jelly Roll Metallic and Stardust here on the tortoise. And then some Jelly Roll Stardust in the middle of the flowers down there as well. I don't know if you can see that glittery goodness. I'm not sure, it's really dark and grey and overcast outside, so I do have my softbox light above me on, so it might just sort of be, you know, knocking back some of that sparkle. So there is that one. Next we have 50 Mythical Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover. This was a work in progress as well, and this was also a buddy colour with my son Caden. So with this I used alcohol markers as a base. We've got some I think this is the silver Pentel paint pen, some Jelly Roll white just to tidy up a few areas, some Crayola twistable crayons. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it on that one. That's been a whip for a while. And this book is slowly getting there. It's coming together. This is just a page that was a complete disaster, but I am happy with my other pages in this book. This one, nah, not so much, but it's okay. But yeah, the majority of the pages that I have coloured in here, I'm really, really pleased with. So there is 50 Mythical Miniatures. Next, I have Enchanted Halloween by Hannah Lynn. This was a buddy colour back towards the end of 2023 with the gorgeous Megan from Disney Meg's Colouring. However, I am so late getting my page done, so this did stay as a whip for a little while. So Megan, I'm so sorry for the delay in getting my page done, but I really do appreciate you being so patient with me. So here is my completed page. So this is all based with alcohol markers. And then I did go in with pencils. Now I cannot remember which pencils. I know I did use quite a lot of polychromos on here, but there was something else I added as well, and I cannot remember for the life of me which pencils that was. So yeah, I'm really, really sorry. I have some black Jelly Roll glaze on the polka dots on her headscarf and ribbon around her waist. Some metallic pens here in a few areas on the candy. There is some Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, I believe. Some Jelly Roll white. I did use that silver metallic paint pen that I mentioned just now for the cobwebs, but I don't know, I'm not overly keen on it, if I'm being honest, and I just wish I had tidied up the sweets in a few areas. And then I used a skeleton washi tape that I've had for quite some time now. That was from Amazon. So yeah, this was a buddy colour, a whip, and for hashtag colour your hoard with Lavella and Tea. Oh, and I did also, I don't know if you can see, there's a lighter purple on the dress. That was one of the Graby acrylic paint pens. So there is that one. Okay, and then I also had two whips from 50 Festive Themed Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover. I had this one. This was a buddy colour again with my amazing best friend Connor. So this was alcohol markers, Crayola twistable crayons, white jelly roll. So there is that one, very, very cute, and this one, and it just has the tiniest little bit of twistable shading on it, and then I did put glossy accents on the baubles on the Christmas tree and here on the icy water there. You know, just gives it a little bit of dimension, doesn't it? So that is those. Okay, and then the next few books that I'm going to show you, they were for my my hashtag this month, which was for my birthday, which was hashtag Kate's Disney Birthday Bash 2024. So I just want to say to everyone who joined in, who tagged me in your pages, thank you so much. It was really lovely, sort of just sat admiring everyone's pages and just, you know, knowing that you've got friends out there, they want to join in with you. It just, it really, really was fantastic. So thank you all so much for joining along. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so we have the Disney Nature Coloriage Mister by Hatchet Heroes. And I coloured this one. This was a work in progress. It went again, like I said, for the Disney Birthday Bash, and it was also Colour Your Hoard. So for two of my hashtags, the Birthday Bash and the Whipping the Whips. Whipping the Whips, I've hosted this now for a few years, and it's just, you know, a hashtag that we use, you know, as we're working through getting our whips done. And then again, hashtag January Colour Your Hoard 2024. So this was done with the Arteza black acrylic paint pens, and then a mixture of the Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual-ended fibre tip pens. I tidied the eyes up a little bit with some white jelly roll, and I did bring in a green jelly roll Moonlight, just, you know, for some highlights, a bit of fun, a bit of interest. And yeah, I really, really like how that turned out. And then I went around the border with a black Posca. I just like how that looks actually on these pages. So really like how that turned out. Really, really cute. And my youngest daughter Emmy, you know, her and my eldest Tegan, they absolutely love Stitch. So yeah, there you go. Really, really cute. Then I worked in the Disney Le Grand Classique Tome 8, again by Hatchet Heroes. And this was a work in progress as well, and I completed the Mad Hatter. It was really nice actually to get this page done. I did struggle with a few of the colours, but I've matched it as best I can. So yeah, it's nice to have this one done. So I've now got 20 pages in this book done. So yeah, this one is we are what, a fifth of the way through. So yeah, we're getting there. There's quite a lot of bleed through here because one of the markers, it was really, really quite juicy, so it has leaked through a bit, but I'm not worried. You know, these books don't have to be a masterpiece, just so long as I enjoy them and have fun. That's what these books are about for me. So moving on, I do think this is also one of my 10 to complete as well. So this is the Disney Animo Carrez Mister by Hatchet Heroes, and I completed this page here, and this is Bruno from Cinderella. So I do find with this book, it's not I'll admit it's not my favourite out of the Pixel books, because there's so many different shades of like browns and stuff, and I don't have that many varieties of browns in my collection, so I just have to sort of do my best. But I've just gone back through this one now, and I'm trying to fill in the pages that were blank and just, go through now and get this one done in order. So yeah, it's nice to have that one done. And this is done with water-based markers, which is Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual-ended fibre tip pens. And then we've got the Arteza acrylic paint pen there as well for the black. The next one is probably the page that I am most proud of for the month of January. This is Disney Grand Classique Le Grand Carrez by Hatchet Heroes, and this was done mostly in a live stream, and then I did work on it off camera as well. And it is this page here with Nick and Judy from Zootopia or Zootropolis. Absolutely love it. So this was based with the Ohuhu alcohol markers. There is some black paint pen here as well. I drew this circle in myself because I wanted it to look like there was sort of some depth to the page, if that makes sense. This was shaded, I think I used polychromos on this page. Or was it Black Widows? No, I think it was Black Widows actually. Yeah, I think it was Black Widow pencils on here. And then I've used Jelly Roll Metallic for these long leaves here. I've used Uniball Signal Metallic, the gold here for her badge, the silver for little bits on her outfit. I did use Tule Art paint pens for Nick to try and sort out sort of like his face, because I had brought the orange down too far, so I've tried fixing that as best I can. And then I've also used a green glitter. Oh my goodness, they were from Dana. They're absolutely beautiful. They're sort of like paint markers, but they've got their glitter. Is it Artify, Art and Fly, something like that? I think, I could be wrong, but I've used that as well. Yeah, just really proud of this page. It was, I did struggle in a few areas, but I think looking at it now, I do think I pulled it off. So yeah, really proud of that page. So that also goes for hashtag Colour Your Hoard by Lavella and T. I think I also used Caran d'Ache Luminance pencil in the colour Buff Titanium, and maybe a few greys on her just to sort of lighten this up and blend the pencil work out a bit. But yeah, really pleased with that page. And then last but by no means least, I have the Snow White colouring book. This is by Fabiana Attanasio, and I coloured this page here. This is my first completed page in the book. This is the Evil Queen. So for this page, this was for hashtag January Colour Your Hoard, and also the Disney Birthday Bash. And then on this page, I have used Crayola Super Tips for a base on quite a lot of her dress, and a few of the little bits and pieces. The Staedtler dual-ended fibre tip pens, and then I tried colouring with Amazon basic pencils. I managed to an extent, but on her face, and I think here on the sort of like this thing she's sort of wearing there over her hair, I did have to go in with the Polychromos. I've used Colour Shift Countdown to Christmas watercolour paints from the beautiful Renee at Renaissance on Etsy. I used some Nouveau Pure Sheen Loose Glitter. So that was for here on her crown there. And then I think this was Stickles on the apple there. I drew the face on the apple myself. I googled a picture of the Disney version of the Evil Queen, and she's holding the poison apple, but it's got like a skull face on it made out of like green. So I did try and draw that on there myself. But yeah, you can see the, you know, the beautiful Renaissance paints on there. Here, this is the loose glitter as well. And then a bit of white jelly roll there as well. So yeah, really happy with how she turned out. I do think the apple could have been better, but never mind. And then I have also used a Colorier paint up here for the crown. I based it with a yellow water-based marker, just with a base of colour, and then I went over with a Colorier paint up there for her crown. Yeah, really happy with this one. There is also some of the Uniball Signo metallic gold for a lot of the embellishments up here and on her sleeves, and these little designs here on her dress. So yeah, there is that one. So that is it, my loves. That is my completed pages so far for the month of January. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for joining and taking time out of your day. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, my loves, and I will see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.